Hey guys, current energies check-ins for the weekend. What should we address first? There's some things to address, even though they're not even worth it, in all honesty. But just throwing it out there, maybe that 0.1% that finds themselves in this one will take note. Who knows? Most of them don't even watch the intros of my videos, probably. I don't even know why they're here, but yeah, the name calling and all of that, because I have my cats here, don't fuck with me. I will bring not only my 4 cats and my dog for the readings if you tempt me, but I'll find, you know, I'll bring Stella's here and probably available. The bears, the 3 bears, like I can have a zoo in here, you know, do these readings. I think people forget, I don't know, I think people forget they're just watching, you know, someone being at their house and working from there, yes, but not working for them. I think, I don't know, people expect a spa treatment, or I tend to, you know, be like, what? A lot of times. So I'm at a phase in my life where I do not have a lot of tolerance for bullshit. So, you know, you know, I live in a neighborhood where there's gonna be noise, especially now it's spring. People go out there, clean up their yards. Hey, Bubba, you wanna come up here? Shove your face in the camera. Yeah. So there's gonna be noises. There's gonna be all sorts of things, you know, life. So I don't really, yeah, I see that you're out. I'm not gonna give it a second chance, and you can call that reaction whatever you want. I don't give a shit. I think I have a right when someone enters my home to kick them out if I consider them not to be nice. So that's what I'll do. So just for those of you that, you know, decide to call me all sorts of names, or I mean, I think things elevated to a whole different level on YouTube in terms of we are steeping that low that we call creators names for having their animals here, which means in their home when they're, and I get that point of, oh, I have animals with me, but I don't keep them when I'm working. Good for you. Well, for those of you that know what this channel is about, and me for years, know that each of them, when they were puppies, kittens, you know, little thingies, they were always around me because I'm the main mama in this house for them, and they tend to gravitate towards me, especially when they're young. Then they're gonna grow up, they're gonna go mind their own business. You'll see them around occasionally, but not as much. So for those of you that already know that, you know, which, as I said, it's 99.9 of you guys out there, I know you know what this is about. But for those 0.1 that really took it to next levels of insults, and not only to my animals, but to me, the message is loud and clear: fuck off, and if I catch you, you're out. And that's it. That's all I wanted to address about that. Other than that, everybody's great. The animals are doing amazing. She just needs to, oh, and here I go talking about my animals, because, you know, that's what I do. She just needs to interact a little more with Kai. He's the last one of the bunch. Some of you heard Felix hissing at her in one of the videos because she was, I don't know what, that's blue. Playing with my pet peeve of moving my camera. I don't know what she just jumps in front of them and then she just stops. And then she goes. So Felix was eating out of her food, and she just went there to see what he's doing, like closer, and he's like, oh, you're one of those aggressive ones with food? But I think that's his way of acting out to the changes. Yeah, that's bloop-de-bloop playing. Because, you know, all of them had some sort of reaction to the change. Juno has now become obsessed with her. I don't know if it's a Scorpio thing or a girl and girl thing, like, hey, you're my girl, you're the only girl in the animal kingdom here, so yay. Or both, or I don't know. They're Juno's obsessed with her. Literally. I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out if it's a package deal though with her. Like, is she obsessed with her, or is she obsessed with her and me in the same room? Because when I'm not here and I leave them be, they're fine, but at some point Juno's like, I think I want to get out, you know, even if they're sleeping or like they have no commotion or anything. It's just that, yeah, I'm done, I want to go someplace else, potentially where I am. So I'm not sure yet. I'm still trying to figure it out. Blue has been, again, the best since day one. He's still freaking amazing with her. It was his birthday last... When was it? On the 12th. Yeah. And we didn't celebrate it because we had a lot of stuff going on, but I talked to him. He understood. And he will get to have a meetup with Stella, his BFF, over the next few days. And I'm also gonna take him to my mom's, because that's a big yard over there. So he's gonna have the whole, I think for Easter, that's what we're gonna do. We'll have Blue run around. And yeah, Kai is the only one that still... He's okay with her and all. He wants to be here. He's still obsessed from the outside. But given that Kai is a little bit of a bully with Juno, at least, I have to take Juno and Felix out of here and have just them two. Like, she jumps basically on Kai's face through the net that they have separated. So she's relentless. She's not scared or intimidated. If anything, he gets scared and runs. But yeah, they need to have more one-on-one time before, even though last week they were all literally in this room with a lot of supervision from me, but for a little bit, yeah, that worked. But yeah, everybody's doing great. My ears are fine. They're not stuffed anymore. I'm back to normal. My eyes are a little bit blurry today because I just got my contacts and today is the first day, so I'm a little you know, it's a little uncomfortable in there, but it's fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh, she's playing with Blue. I know. You want to come up here? You want to come up here? You want to? Oh, not through. No. There's no room. There's no room. Where are you pulling from? Oh, no, don't fuck with his tail, Cosmo. Oh, man. Okay, good. Shove back down in there. Okay, Cosmo's fucking with your tail. Okay, we're good. He comes through here under the table and he wags his tail over there, and Cosmo's right there being like, I know, baby girl. She's growing. She's gaining a little weight. More and more each day. I think she had a skin problem and I think it's starting to go down. I didn't get to take her to the vet to check it out because I'm like, I'm gonna keep an eye on it because I wasn't sure. She seemed to have a little something, but I think it's starting to dim down, so I'm still keeping my eye on her. It doesn't seem to bother her or anything. It bothers me if it gets more serious, but it seems to have calmed down, so I don't know if it was a reaction to something or, but she's a little fluff. She's a little fluff. Yeah, Juno's in the house too. I don't know where she's at. Oh, she's down there. You can't, well, you can, a little bit of her in there. Oh, do not jump on him. Like, you can, he's not gonna do anything, but, you know, don't scare him. Okay. Anyways, Cosmo's gonna play with Blue apparently for a little bit. So, yeah, so just got me the contacts today. I had contacts, I think 20 years ago for about maybe more. Yeah, more. For, oh my God. When you say more than 20 years ago, I had something going on. Yeah, okay. But that was just, I wore them just for a little bit, just for color. So I forgot, you know, I kind of knew the gist, but I'm like, I forget how they feel in the eye. And they feel a little uncomfortable there. What are you digging for, gold? Little squirrely. But anyways, I think we're good to go. I believe so. Anything else? Air signs were up my ass last week. I fucked up some of their uploads, but I corrected them. I couldn't even blame Mercury retrograde. I'm like, nah, it was probably me. I was tired or something. Especially the Libra video. Well, everything that I post super late at night, I'm tired by that point. So, but hey, we got it all sorted out. We pulled it back together. We should be good. So I'm just trying to keep talking so that Cosmo and Blue settle down, but I see no chance of that really, but we'll see. But anyways, current energies check-ins for the weekend. I'll be looking into each sign individually by elements, earth signs, fire signs, air signs, and water signs. It'll be quick, to the point, no clarification. Whatever comes out, comes out. No extended for the Friday videos. I'll be looking into where you're at energetically in regards to another energy, which could be that of a person, a situation, whatever you got going on, where the other energy is at in regards to you, where the connected energies are at, and then I'll be pulling some cards from the universe for each of you. Timestamps will be below in the description box, in the comment section, on the play bar. They will not work properly until the premiere of this video is done. So if you're watching this video and you see anywhere above it, I think above, I don't know, a sign that says premiere, then you're in the premiere of this video. So the timestamps will not work at that time. But once the video is done, then it uploads to YouTube and then they'll fall right into place. So roles can be reversed. This is open for any kind of placement you feel inclined to watch. So I don't have restrictions on that. And I believe that's it. I believe we are good to go. Earth signs, Capricorn. Why is this, if I focused it, why is it not staying? Wow, it's a little windy out there. Where did this wind come from? Anyways. On your side, you get the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. You're presenting to me an energy that is closed over a partnership. So you're kind of saying, this is closed off, but then you're giving me a sense of, is it? You know, like, I'm not sure. Is it not? Do I really feel that 100%? Like, there's some uncertainty in there in terms of, we don't know where the situation is at. It feels closed off, but it's not necessarily. The energy attached to you, the Page of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. There's steps that are being made here towards you, loving steps from what I can see, from somewhere. Is it this partnership? Maybe, I don't know. Great intentions. It's not a lot though. It's very, very little, but it's something. For the connection, the High Priestess, the 5 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles. Someone's not letting go of something. Something may have happened here within this dynamic, within this partnership, and someone's just refusing to let that shit go. So I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know who's not letting go based on what I'm seeing here. It kind of falls on you because you carry the heavier energy here out of the two, but Could be them too, I don't know. But it's a matter of letting something go. Like, okay, you know, this happened. Are we working on it? Yeah, okay, then let's. But you can't work on something if you're not letting that go, in the sense of, you know, if something happened, you can't bring it up against them all the time, because that's not really working on it. So yeah, somebody's having a hard time letting go of stuff. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands. It's very hard. Someone's telling me, hey, I'm having a really, really hard time being sympathetic, you know, empathetic, caring, understanding about something. Why? And I think it's you. So I don't know what the hell is going on here, but you seem to have a little bit of on the edge type of an energy associated with this partnership. And because of that, it's kind of remaining in a place of conflict. You know? Hi, baby girl. You know, I said that for Fridays you can be here. But I was joking. You don't have to take it seriously. Hold on. Are you sitting on a card? No. Okay. Okay, then take a seat and I will readjust if I must. Yes, you are. Oh, okay. Okay, Baba, we're not playing with the cards. You came to play? Did you come to play? Anyways. Moving on to Taurus. And no, I will not move the cat. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna do this, but I will not move the cat. I'll find ways. There's always ways if you look for them. On your side, you get the Ace of Wands, the Four of Cups, the Sun. You want to do something about something, and it feels really, really good, whatever you want to do. There seems to be... You seem to be a little upset, though, so it could be that... Come on, baby girl. Make up your mind. It could be that whatever you want to do because you're upset about something and you're bringing something to the table. Like, it almost feels like guilt a little bit. I don't think it is guilt. It feels like that a little bit. So it could be, okay, I'm upset, but I know what to do in order to not be upset anymore. So I might as well do that. So it kind of feels a little bit like that. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. This is a, you know, fresh start type of an energy. Like, okay, clean slate, fresh start. And whatever they're bringing in with this energy, they're feeling really, really good about where things could go. Okay. And then I already said my cards. You can't fuck it up like this. Okay, there you go. For the connection, the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, the Seven of Cups. I think this is a situation that's a little bit, how do I put it? It's not problematic necessarily. It's going through a phase. If it's a connection to someone, it's going through a little bit of a phase where I feel like something within this dynamic is changing a little bit. Not by a lot, but just a little bit. But that might feel like it changes everything about this dynamic. I think it's just going through some changes, this dynamic. It's not looking bad necessarily. You are the only one that carries a little bit of, you know, and that could be because things are changing and you don't like change. You know, you're a fixed sign, you won't like change too much. But I think both energies are up for it though. Let me see what the universe has as a final advice. The Five of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. Yeah. I mean, something may have happened to cause this change. Something not so pleasant. But right now I'm kind of getting that things are, at least in the way you're looking at this, you're looking at it from a hopeful perspective, both of you, from what I can see. Now, what really happened, it's a little bit damaging from what I can see, and it kind of leaves the situation in a place of nobody knows where things are gonna go, but at least both of you show up pretty hopeful. On the surface, a little bit of rejective to this whole idea of this connection though, a little bit. Not enough to push it away completely, so I think it's a work in progress type of a situation here, you know? But again, both of you showing up quite optimistic. Alrighty, moving on to Virgo. I can't wait. Every spring since I've lived here, there's a tree right there. Like there's a house and then there's like 3 trees, but the one in the middle has such beautiful colors when spring comes that I'm like, I'm always like, I'm stuck on that. And it's starting to show a little bit. It's not there yet, but it's starting to show. I'm like, I can't wait for those colors. On your side, you get the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles. You're very determined to work on something that may have been damaged at some point in time. So think of it as, okay, we've had this parents' house for years and nobody did shit about it. It was empty. It was like, you know, but it's old, it's crumbling down and nobody did anything about it. And now it's like, okay, let's do it. Let's work on it, you know? Are you taking turns? At least you're smaller. So it doesn't have to be a physical thing like a house or anything. It could even be a relationship of some sort. But I see you being very, very determined to work on something that's been damaged. That's how that one shows up. Cosmo? Either slide, but give me my cards. Hold on. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. Oh, that's my elbow. Can I have, okay. Thank you very much. See, where the fuck is that coming from to your eyes? Do not. Ow! Ow, 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 ow. And then they stop. Page of Wands, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords. For the energy that's responding to this. See, they're showing me a sense of being stressed out, like showing up quite curious and open, but at the same time stressed out, and then a sense of this is never gonna work out, or, you know, this, no way in hell this can go anywhere type of an energy. So it's quite interesting because it's contrasting. On one hand, they're showing up with a sense of curiosity over it. On the other, saying, it's never gonna work out. Okay. For the connection, the Hangman, the Eight of Cups, the Temperance card. Not a lot is happening here. Not a lot of movement. I see movement on your side. I see a little bit maybe on their side, but like together in the dynamic for this connection, pretty stagnant. pretty disconnected and pretty stagnant at this moment in time, and it's been like this for a minute. Let's see what the universe has. 7 of Cups, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords. Yeah, there's distance here. And whatever this distance is within the situation is just contributing to the pain of whatever the hell happened here, because something happened. So, yeah, this whole dynamic is in a place of, again, kind of standby, a little painful type of standby, and there's definitely distance at play. So not a lot moving within this dynamic at this moment in time. So that is it. All right. Moving on to fire signs, Aries. What you doing there? Oh, you're here. You are here again. On your side, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the Tower, the Sun. Hold on. Any problems? Yeah, the turtle. I knew it. I'm not. I mean, on your side, you're showing up as that tower is very redundant, because I see a lot of self-love and I see a lot of happiness on your side, but then I see that tower in the middle, which could make the whole situation look almost like too much self-love, which usually indicates a little bit of selfishness, but I don't get that. I'm not getting that vibe from, as I look in the bigger picture of where you're at. I don't know what that is, in all honesty. Like, I see the energies feel right. Could it be that it's an aha moment for you, that, you know, you should put yourself first and you should experience this sense of self-love? Or are you, for the first time, really feeling it from that perspective of, oh my God, I've never really understood this whole concept of self-love, but now I really am getting it? Could be that. Because otherwise I see no issue with this. The energy attached to you, the 8 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles. This is an energy that could be communicating a sense of, I wouldn't take this as moving on, even though it comes through as that. This could be a friend that announces, hey, I'm moving to, you know, a different continent or something, you know? Or I'm moving away from my job and doing something like that. Like, there, it comes with the sense of movement away from whoever this is. For the connection, the 2 of Swords, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups. And this is, you know, that sense of, so where does that leave us? Because I don't know if it's a friendship. It definitely is a partnership, so it could be anything. And, you know, that whole sense of where does this leave us could apply to any kind of relationship if one is to depart or move away. So yeah, it comes with the sense of confusion of, okay, so how are we gonna still entertain this, and or how is it gonna work, or, you know, something like that. Let me see what the universe has. Hold on, have my deck flipped. You're flipped. No, you're flipped. The Page of Wands, the Magician, the Death card. I kind of see this as, you know, as one door opens, another one closes. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but it could be that someone is doing something, I don't know what, stepping into a brand new energy, a brand new chapter of their life or something. And then, you know, as that happens, they need to close some doors behind them. And this could be it. This could be what's happening. So even now, looking at your tower, it could even be like, fuck, I'm one of those doors, or something like that, you know, or close to one of those doors at least. There's definitely a change somewhere within, well, somewhere for someone specifically, and then it changes things for the whole dynamic. So, Blue, stop putting your head like that on the chair, because you're so stinking cute, and I'm trying to really not look in your direction, but I can see you because you're under the table looking at me, and I'm trying to not look at you because you would start wagging your tail and moving and fucking with my camera. So Leo, I'm trying that my best. If you hear a big bang, probably Cosmo pushing her. Oh god, she's exactly like Juno in that department. I don't know, I don't know, I haven't seen it with the boys, just the girls do it, where they put their paw in the dry food ball and then they take it out. But them two are so sweet because they kind of take it out in their paw and then they're like on the table. I'm like, no. So she's just pushing now with her nose. So if you hear a big bang, that's probably Cosmo taking down a ball off the desk that I have in there for her. But apparently she's playing with that. On your side, you get the Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Ooh! Get out of the way. Leo's determined. Ish. Seven of Swords is there, so I'm like, man, as authoritative as you look in this decision, it's still an ish to it. You're out of something. You're closing something off. You're like, yeah, I'm done here. You're not done quite yet. You still have 1 foot in, 1 foot out into the situation. But the way, you know, again, so authoritative, you're showing up here that I'm like, whoo, you are so convincing, but it's not happening quite yet. But you're getting there. The energy attached to you, the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Four of Wands. I feel like this is part of a commitment that has to do with you being out. But again, you still have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They're showing me, I don't know what to do about this. I have no idea. Like, if you have clarity over it one way or another, and it seems like you do, they don't. They're still in the place of, I don't know what to do about it. Okay. For the connection, the Nine of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Six of Pentacles. Again, you seem very determined, you definitely made up your mind about this. The fact that you're not completely out, it's because it's probably a process. It's probably going to take some time or something to wrap something up here. But you seem to be very determined and very clear. Now, there is still the openness for this to work out in a different way. So let's say this was a best friend type of a situation. It could be, let's still be friends, but we're not going to be best friends anymore. You know what I mean? So, and I see that availability. And you're leaving that open too on your end. You're not just, okay, I'm out of here and, you know, you slam that door behind you and that's that. No, You're out of here, yes, but you are open to this if it's going to be different type of dynamic completely altogether. Not like this. So if not, you're out of here. If there isn't that possibility of, hey, can we still be friends or something? I don't know what's going on here, but there's definitely a shift there in the dynamic. And you're done with it for what it was up until this point. So, okay. Here you go. Here you go. Okay. From the universe, you get the Hierophant, the Knight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, I don't see this. If there's a change within a dynamic that implies a potential ending to a situation, I don't see this as being, oh, I hate your guts. Oh, I hate your guts too. Oh, I never want to see your face. Oh, me neither. And I see it being quite, or trying to be quite civilized, quite, you know, let's keep it civil. It's almost with the tone of pretty mature. So I don't know. There's definitely some changes at play. This could have to do with work too. There's a lot of pentacles in here, or if not, something really close to home. But that is it. Look, the girls are sleeping, so are you gonna? Moving on to Sagittarius. On your side, you get the Ten of Swords, the Temperance card, the Three of Wands. You're giving me a sense of maybe losing hope, feeling defeated, feeling like something's not going to happen, especially within regards to a potential connection here. For a while now, you've been feeling defeated about it. For the energy attached to you, the Four of Cups, the Judgment card, the Empress. Oof, this is a tough one. Whoever this is that is attached to you through this is going through a really, 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 really rough time. It's a transformative period of time for them, but it's one of those nasty times that has to do with this transformation for them. You know, because sometimes it's going to feel nasty for one, and then it's going to reflect into all of the dynamics that they're part of. Wherever they put their energy, it's going to show that something nasty is at play. And other times, like any healing journey, it's gonna feel like it's up, but right now it's in a low place for them. So I'm not surprised seeing you here that you're kind of losing hope. For the connection, the Tower, the Lovers, the Knight of Wands. You're kind of coming through as wanting to take some very spur of the moment type of decision here, and kind of wanting to, you know, slam the door open and be like, we're done here, but like with a lot of passion and fire, and then just walking out the door and then, like, all this drama, you know, but like it feels very impulsive, whatever. I don't know if you've done this already, whatever this is, or if you're planning. The thing is, these things don't come in as planned, so it might be that, okay, you're kind of losing hope here, you're kind of like, probably nothing's gonna happen anymore, and then one time, out of the blue, out of nowhere, you just start feeling this burning kind of, man, I need to go out there and do something, like create a scene or something. and that's it. Once you do it, it's out of your system, and then that's it. You come back to, well, that didn't help me, and no, something like this won't help. So I don't know who did this or who's planning to do this, but it's kind of coming in from you, from what I'm getting. So watch this energy, and if you ever feel like, okay, I need to try to breathe, take a step back, chill, because it might make things even worse. I don't know what the fuck is going on here, but from the universe you get the Two of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Hangman, and now I see what you really want from this, and apparently you want it to work out. So why make it worse than it is if you wanted to make it work out? I would assume that whoever this is, because they're going through a little bit of a rough time from what I can see here, might bring issues within this dynamic with you, and those issues could present themselves in all sorts of ways. So I think things are a little tensed as it is for the situation. So why pour more gas on that fire? Especially when your intention is for things to work out if they need to, especially if they're meant to. I think things should work out in the best way possible. Okay, don't let them. Yeah. Moving on to air signs, Libra. Girly girls, after this, do you want to join Mama for a nap upstairs so that you get accustomed in that room as well? They're like, sure. Juno's not sleeping yet, but this one is out. Cosmo's out. Out and about. I tried taking a nap with them the other day, both of them together in another room. In this room they're fine, they're perfectly fine, but in another room, given that she's still exploring little by little, she went ballistic. She went Kai mode, and I'm like, I hope it's not gonna stay like that. I hope she's gonna chill. And she did, so I finally could take a nap, but it felt like I was there for a 4-hour nap, and no, that wasn't the case. On your side, you get the Magician, the Queen of Swords, the Three of Wands. You're manifesting something, and I feel like whatever it is that you're involved in now has to do with this manifestation. The thing is, I don't think you know that. Somehow it's tied up to my manifestation. And you've been doing this for a while. Whatever you're involved here for a minute has been part of some sort of manifestation you've had going on here. So it's looking pretty good. For me, I can see that you can't quite put it all together in the sense of what you're doing has to do with something you're manifesting, but it does. For the energy attached to you, the World card, the Two of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Are you... They're showing me whatever energy this is. It shows me an ending of a cycle. But there's also resistance to it. So if a cycle is being closed here, that has to do with this connection with you. They're looking like, I don't want that. But I feel like it's happening, whether they want it or not. So I don't know if it's you closing the cycle, they're closing the cycle, or it's just the cycle closing on its own, but they seem to be like, not liking that. For the connection, the Fool, the Ten of Swords, the King of Cups. Why is there's an ending in the middle of it all? There's an ending. And someone's like, no. Someone's refusing to accept that. But it's right there. It's obvious. It's not like you're not going to have a choice. You have to accept it because it's happening. It's right there. You know, so I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's just not accepting that something might be done and over with. And I don't think it's you. I think it's on this side. The lack of acceptance. I think you got your own thing going on. Probably something completely different while this energy is kind of hanging tied up to you there in a pretty non-acceptant type of a way over they shouldn't be there. You know? I don't know. Let me see what the universe has. The Six of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Nine of Wands. Someone's not showing up. Someone's not put your money where your mouth is. Someone's not doing that. You know, they want to, they promise, they will, but then, you know, when it's time to, okay, show up for it, they're like, yeah, I don't think I can. Okay. This is a lot of, like, this side, yours, is pretty, you know, clear. I can see exactly what's going on there. There's no going around or when it comes to this side, it's like, well, I want this, but I can't do that. But I want that and I won't accept this. And I like all of this, the rest of the reading is like that. And ultimately the universe says it's because, you know, it's not about someone changing their mind. It's because they can do better. They just choose not to. Something like that. Okay, well, if you want something, go at least try and make it happen. I don't want it. I don't know if I want it. Well, then stop saying you want that or you want... Shut up. You know, make up your mind. That's what this seems to be about. Someone's not making up their mind about something. Okay. Alrighty, moving on to Aquarius. On your side, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the King of Cups. Man, you look good here. Super confident, super strong, independent. Your heart is open like no tomorrow. You're fine. You're perfectly fine here. Now, the energy attached to you, the Ten of Swords, the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands. Why are you air signs dealing with such undecisive energies here? It's like, what is going on? Oh, I want this. Oh, I don't. Oh, no. Oh, this is closed. Oh, no, it's open. It's working out. No, it's not. What the fuck? And you guys are showing up like straight shot of, yeah, you're good. I'm not worried about you. For the connection, the Magician, the Justice card, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, no, somebody cannot make up their minds. Oh, I'm manifesting something that feels right and it feels so good. 5 minutes later, it's like, I don't know. I'm sorry, did I wake you up? High pitch? Too high pitch? I'm sorry. I woke up my cat because of this. Anyways. Let's see what the universe has. The Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Yeah, and you're not feeling it. If this keeps on coming in like this, with your energy there, like straight shot, no, you're not going to feel this one. Yeah, it's not good for me. Doesn't match, because it doesn't. From an energetic standpoint, it doesn't. Again, you're looking forward, walking on a straight line here. This walks like this, all over. Yeah. So I don't know where this is going for now. It's kind of here, but you seem to be distancing more and more as long as it's going to stay like this. Either make up your mind or I'm out. By the looks of it. Alrighty, moving on to Gemini. How did blue get in there without touching the camera? I don't know. Anyways, let's see. I'm gonna find out because he just got up. On your side, you get the 3 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, the Empress. You're kind of, it's almost like I see you with tears in your eyes from the pain that's been caused from all of this. You're kind of giving me a sense of, I gotta move on. I gotta move on from this, no matter how heartbreaking it's gonna be, no matter how hard it's gonna be. I really gotta move on. At least that's how your energy shows up in regards to someone that seems to be quite important to you. But again, there's a massive amount of pain there attached to this too. The energy attached to you, the Queen of Swords, the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Cups. Well, that's not the greatest attitude. Because this energy shows up something like I would love this commitment with you as long as it's going to be how I want it to be, and that's going to make me happy. Well, that's control. So that's not great. For the connection, the Strength card, the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. I'm not sure if you're at a crossroad here or something like that, because in the connection you show up something like looking at the possibility of trying to make this work. But I'm like, you know, what's the number of attempts here? Like, how many times did you try before this one? Or it could be tried one last time to make it work. Or just move on completely. I feel like you're in that place of trying to determine that for yourself. In your energy, like right straight up in your energy, you're definitely showing very, very clearly that you must move on. Now, a lot of the times we say that to ourselves because of all the other energies we're going through or we're kind of passing through. So yeah, we're gonna mean it in the moment, but that doesn't mean that that's the exact place that we're at with things. So that's why in the connection, you're kind of shown up as looking at possibilities of either you moving on, which you're very assertive with on your side here, or should I go for a final shot here of trying something? You don't know yet. There's too many energies going on at the same time for you to be able to make a decision quite yet. So you're going to need to look for some clarity before you do anything about anything. Which I feel like you're in the middle of searching for that clarity. So let's see what the universe has. The Magician, the Hangman, the 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. You seem to have quite the awareness over the fact that first I need to be clear about my decision, and from that, well, I do need to come from a place of balance where I feel grounded, I feel clear in my head, and I'm ready to make a decision. So you're trying your best to slow yourself down and just be in the moment as much as possible so that you can gain that clarity, because you know that over the situation, at least, it's still a little bit confusing for you. So good that you're trying that, and I feel like you're going to succeed. I feel like you're gonna have a decision in no time here with how you're showing up. In your intention at least. So this should be good. So that's it. Did somebody, I hate it when somebody fucks with my, and I don't think today they did, my back rest here. I put it in a, I change it to though. I put it in a certain position and then I feel like it's too stiff and then I'm like, okay, let's lean it a little more. And then it's still a no-go. Moving on to water signs, Pisces. Oh, well, Blue found a similar floor aspect to the fireplace one. That's his favorite space in the house. But right now, he's right behind my chair because the floor is quite similar. Next to the stone window here. He's looking for something cool. Pisces, on your side, you get the Two of Swords, the Hermit, the Temperance card. You're looking for clarity as well about something, and you've been looking for clarity for a while because you've been confused about something for a while. I think you're doing great with whatever methods you're using to get this clarity. I feel like it's gonna come based on what you're doing. You don't have it yet, but I'm seeing the energies that you apply to get this clarity as being straight up nice, keep doing what you're doing type of thing. The energy attached to you, the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Why am I looking at this with suspicion? Maybe that's what you're trying to get clear about. Maybe you don't trust fully this energy because it does look good. It looks good. It's like, yeah, it's fine. For some reason, and usually that's not the case, but for this reading it is, this Queen of Wands seems a little tricky to me, seems a little unreliable, a little like, can you trust this energy, you know, with how they're showing? Because again, they're showing up good, but can you trust that? I don't know. And I'm not clarifying, so I don't know. Okay. So maybe you're trying to give yourself enough time to figure it out. For the connection, the Nine of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. See, somebody's not liking that things are moving quite slow here. You know, in the way that they're seeing it or perceiving it, things are moving slow and they're like, yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't think it's you. I think it's this energy because they're showing up as not slow at all and you're showing up as taking your time until you gain clarity. So somebody's like, okay, things are moving too slow here. It's too slow. Let me see what the universe says. Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups, the Devil. Yeah, I don't trust this energy. I don't know what it is about it, but now the universe is coming in and slamming it to the ground, and I'm like, okay. Detached, emotionally detached. Even though they would show up emotionally attached, underneath it all, they seem to not give a shit about a shit. They're like, whatever. But they're not showing that. On the surface, no, they could be, you know, bringing in nice gestures of love, small ones, not over the, well, with that Queen of Wands, it could be over the top sometimes. But no, they're detached emotionally, which makes them kind of look like they're lying or they're just wearing this facade. That's why I knew I couldn't trust this energy the moment I sniffed it. And now the universe is like, yeah. So So not necessarily a trustworthy type of an energy, where they are shown up in a certain way, but what they truly mean or what's going on underneath is shown up quite different. So, okay. Moving on to Scorpio. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles. You're looking driven, and you're looking like you're putting your energy into a particular connection. You seem to have slowed down lately in regards to the situation, in terms of, if this, let's say this was a friendship and you had this routine of, I don't know, going to the movies once a week and then hanging out for coffee twice a week, and then, you know, these little things. Now you're not going to the movies all of a sudden, or taking out one of the other activities, or, you know, stuff like that. Like, you seem to have gone down in your participation in it. But I don't think it's only you. I think it comes from the both of you. Okay. For the energy that's responding to this, that's attached to you, the Moon, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. What is going on here? Because this energy shows up as feeling stuff, but not showing any of that. Kind of like, hey, you know, no, I don't feel shit. I'm made of stone. Yeah, no, they're not. And you're slowing down, and they're not sharing everything. I think you're not being honest with one another about whatever the hell is going on here, and I don't know what's going on here. It could be that could be a billion of things here, but at the end of the day, the one thing that's clear around this is that I don't see full-on honesty about where each of you are at. And that could create problems here. Big problems. For the connection, the Ten of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Ace of Wands. Yeah, to the point of, you know what, I no longer want to deal with this at all. You know, so one of you could be feeling that, saying that, applying that. What is going on here? What kind of games are these? I don't think, if there are games here, I don't think they're played intentionally. I think this energy has more of a game initiative type of an energy attached to them, and if they are, you're just playing along. I don't think you're the one that's going to initiate any games here. And if they are initiating any games, again, I don't think they're doing it intentionally. But let me see what the universe has. The Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Cups. There's something more than meets the eye here within this dynamic. If you're friends, I don't think you're just friends. But for as long as this is not going to be, you know, revealed, honestly, on both sides, I think it's just going to stay as one of those, there's nothing going on here. We're just, you know, we're just friends. Blah. Yeah. Okay. Well, then be just friends. But it's awkward. I'm just saying. There's nobody saying shit here. Okay. And it could be one of those situations in which you are friends, but one of you feels a little more than just friendship. But they're not saying shit, which is gonna create awkwardness at times. Anyways, moving on to Cancer. So, I love this weather that is going on outside because it's not really raining, but it kind of shows up as if it will any minute. And it's like, it's the perfect time to take naps for me. But it's too late now. It's never too late for a nap, I know. On your side, you get the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords. Interesting. Because you're showing up with an energy of even recognizing that, you know what, I got my shit together when it comes to pretty much everything in my life, except for this goddamn thing, which I don't know what that is. But it's funny how you're showing up acknowledging that. Like, I got it together. I can, you know, like, bring it on with anything you got, except for this mother effer thing. Which again, I don't know what that is, but it seems to be something that you're acknowledging that it's hard to handle, or you don't really have a grasp on it in the way that you want to. Okay. The energy attached to you, the King of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. This looks like a great energy. Looks like, let me see something here. Oh, man. It looks like a great energy. It looks like it's something you can definitely count on. But can you? That's the question. Because it seems to be matching you in your energy too. It's one of those that says all the right things, does all the right things, and you know, it shows up like that. And then for the connection, the Two of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Justice card. But does it remain at that stage of, oh, they just know the right things to say, and that's it? When it comes down to, okay, let's do this, crickets. I don't know, there's just this big ass hold, like I can't even see them that they will show up or not show up, one or the other. There's just silence. There's just, so are you showing up for this? There's no no, there's no yes. It's just them not doing shit. I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't really help anything here. So yeah, I feel like you can't really, no matter how reliable this energy shows up to be, I don't think you can rely on it, because otherwise you wouldn't have the Eight of Swords here. Let me see what the universe has. The Five of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Tower. Ooh, there's history here. There's history here, and someone's scared that history is going to repeat itself. It's like, okay, well, I could give this another chance. But like, should I? Should I? Because that happened when I did last time. Okay. So these are two energies that are trying to work together on something, or at least the proposition is there. And one of them is scared that history is going to repeat itself for sure. I think both of them are scared of that, but one of them more than the other. Alrighty. But that is it. Let's see if blue has a way to come in. And if not, let me see if I can move the chair back so that he can get up here. Or should I just lift the table so that he can get up here through? Hold on, where is he? Oh, he's behind. Whoa! Bloopty bloop! I can't move the chair back now because he's up there. Bloopty bloop! Now I can. Come to mom. Come on. Up you go. Up you go. Come on. Come here. Come here. Oh my goodness. Come on, Bloopty bloop. Don't stretch and stay down there because I'm not gonna come down there if you're not coming up here. Come on. Up you go. Up you go. Up you go. Come on, Bubba. I'll make room for you. Come on. Come on. Not like that. You can't really. Okay, through here. Come on. I'll get you. I'll get you. I told you I'll get you. I know. Blue is here. What you looking at? What are you doing with your paw? Why do you always smell like cat litter in your breath? I don't. How did you didn't go into the robot. I saw you. So then why do you stink? Those are sirens. The bears are gonna start howling. You still smell like cat litter. I don't understand this. Okay, are you just gonna chill here? Do you want to fall asleep here, all of us? In the chair? It leans back and then forward, like flat. And then you can go grab me that blanket, that heavy blanket, and we can all sleep here. Juno's just woken up. Cosmo is sleeping. You're gonna sleep because Mama's gonna sleep. And we can all sleep here. What you sniffing or what are you hearing? A dog? A doggity dog? I don't hear any dogs out there. Anyways. You still? Let me see. Okay, it's a none. Maybe you didn't put your mouth in there, but you definitely licked something that has to do with cat litter. What was that? The floor? Did we have litter over there? No, I cleaned up. So no, so you must have before you got here? Oh my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys. Hope this helped, and I shall go sleep. Love you guys. Bye.